Hey, what's up, you guys? This your boy Clifford on 100, aka Clifford 100, formerly known as Clifford Levaris Brown. Um, I'm here to show you guys Tupac's right shoulder tattoo. But first and foremost, give a shout out to Yasmin Fula for her book Spirit of an Outlaw. She autographed it to me. And you please go buy this book. You will get the real truth about Tupac and his cousin Gaddafi. And so I just want to promote Yasmin Fuller's book, and she is the real deal. She is Tupac's aunt. Please support Tupac's peoples. Gaddafi. I got a CD in there, but I'm not gonna lift it up because it'll reveal my address. Also, Bobby Seale. From the Black Panther Party, he gave me. Okay. So I know this is probably irrelevant, and so before I start the video, just to clarify, yes, my name used to be Clifford Brown, but it's now Clifford on 100. This is my new name as of 2020, and well, this expired, but I got a new driver's license. I got a driver's license now, so this is my new name. So I'm just saying that my name is legally Clifford 100. For those of you who are wondering, is this a real person? Yes, this is indeed a real person. So let's get into it. So the reason why I am doing this video today is because there was a comment that a fan made about Tupac's right shoulder tattoo. So we're gonna get into that right now because there are some people out there who are obviously confused somewhere. They think that his tattoos say something else. Well, let me show you something. His tattoo says, "Be ambitious with love while young." Now, I made a video on this already, but I wanted to clarify with those who may have misunderstood and thought that it said something else. So let me first zoom in to the actual tattoo. Okay, so now that we have the Tupac's right shoulder pulled up, let's zoom in all the way. Now, I have a camera that proves, look, it says, "Be ambitious with love while young." You could zoom in with this photograph yourself. You could find this photograph on Google. You could zoom in all the way in. It's like 1,000. That's love. See that L? That's love. That's not an E, because somebody once said America eats its young. No, because if that was the case, then this would not exist. America, then what's these two letters? And just to prove to you that it says "Be ambitious with love while young," I have Tupac's original stencils. So here's the original stencil for that tattoo. The original stencil that Tupac drew out. This was the tattoo, and what do you see? That's an L. That's an L. And I printed it out just in case. I printed it out just in case. This is it. And you see an L. This is "Be ambitious with," that "with" is right there. You can't see it because it's pixelated. "Love while young." This is Tupac's. And this right here, this was found in the Truth About Tupac forum. A guy named Stevie G drew this, and this is the exact replica of Tupac's old tattoo back in the day. It didn't look as fancy as this because the tattoo artist obviously could not transfer. It was transferring what Tupac drew. This is Tupac's actual drawing, and prove it. Here's Tupac's actual stencils. So, and I reprinted this out. So to prove that that's Tupac's actual stencils, let us go here. You see? And the watermark KQU2, that came from this website. We're going to go to the website right now. KQU2 came from it came from an old Tupac fan website. It's probably not still running up, but let me just show that these are his original tattoos. Now look, This is the original tattoo that was circulating during the 90s. These are the original stencils of Tupac. You could ask anybody close to them. These are the original stencils of Tupac Shakur. Okay? The original stencils, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow all this up. I'm going to make it larger. I'm going to take it into a image program and make all these stencils of Tupac's tattoos larger. These are all hand drawn tattoos that by Tupac himself. That's his only God can judge me. His heartless tattoo. This is his heartless tattoo. That's a GIF file. So let's go here. That's his heartless tattoo, right? These are all drew back in the day, right? Now mine's that I drew are right here, and I'm gonna show you. These are mine, okay? I drew this. Now that obviously that crown I did not drew. I tried to copy and paste that crown on the replica, but all of these I drew. Now I'm gonna update a compilation because I see this compilation is pretty much outdated by now. And one of these compilations was used in a South Park video. But yeah, that's my signature. And this is around the time when I think this was about 2013, 2014 or something like that. So, you know, and we could zoom in. We could zoom in. See, this is Tupac's original shoulder tattoo. You see that? You see that? We go back again. That's his original heartless tattoo, right? You look at that and you look at his actual stencil. They're identical. Their handwriting is identical. You see, the handwriting is definitely identical. This is the tattoos without the watermark. This is it. Okay? This is without the stencils. This is without the watermark. All right? So here, this is the actual tattoos without the watermark. You see? They're in their original form right there. When they got the watermark on the old tattoo, Tupac tattoo site. You understand me? This is the original Fuck the World. That's the original one he placed on his back. That's what it looks like. You know? This is the only God can judge me. All these are his original stencils. Okay? These are the originals. You can zoom in and see these are the originals. I will blow them up and make a video about this. This right here, this is his Exodus 31. It's not Exodus 11. I have to keep correcting people about that. This is the pendant that he drew out. This is the pendant that Tupac drew out. It's different from the one that I had drew out. You see, my drawing out of his cross is a little bit different because it's updated. You see that? It's updated. So again, I just wanted to point out that Tupac's right shoulder tattoo says, "Be ambitious with love while young." It is right there for you to see. Be ambitious with love. That's an L, not an E. The L is curved and it's got a little semicolon between it. LOVE. It almost looks like a T because you cannot see there's writing in between there. But if you look at this photo, if you look at this photo, right? If you look at this photo, let me see. You look at this photo, you can clearly see up close that there's extra writing, small cursive writing in between that. Okay? And then if you could see that small cursive writing right there that says with love. The V is V and then the E. That E is distinctive. That E is distinctive. While. W-H-I-L-E. You could clearly see that there is something going up next to that E. That's while, ladies and gentlemen. Young. Young. You understand me? It looks just like that. The only difference is this A probably didn't. If you look closely, it looks like that A is coming off of, like, you see how that A comes off? If you go all the way up close, that's exactly how I got it. The only difference is the guy that tattooed Tupac probably messed up somewhere and just didn't, Tupac just was said, all right, well, he left it like it is. Now, the original is directly the way Tupac wanted. He put young, and he did this in permanent marker. So that would make sense why this looks the way it does. And that scale with the goon, that scale with the bar and the baby on one side, that scale was improvised by Tupac. So that part was improvised on the spot when Tupac went to get his tattoo. So this would make sense. Be ambitious with love while young. Be ambitious with love, that love, while young. The width is between this, but you can't see it because this is an old stencil that Tupac had, right? It's very old. So I'm just showing y'all the originals. These are the originals. This was from back in the day. It's not a game, ladies and gentlemen. These are Tupac's original tattoos, original stencils. Okay? The original, these are the real deal. These are the original stencils. Okay? The only difference is they're watermarked by old tattoo fan sites. Okay? Ballin'. Let me go to Ballin'. That was the original. There's two different versions of Ballin'. That's the original version. Okay? That's the original version. Okay? And the other version, he added this one, Ballin'. He was picking and choosing which one he wanted to go with. Okay? These are the original tattoos, guys. These are the original stencils. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, this is the original website where KQU2 came from. You see what I'm saying? This is the original Tupac fan website. I'm surprised it's still running. Copyright 1998. Okay? This was a Tupac fan website. This is where I got the original stencils that Tupac drew out back in the day. This was his original stencil of the Jesus tattoo. You see that? The original stencil of that heartless tattoo. And you could tell that's his handwriting because if you look close, that is exactly the handwriting that's on Tupac's arm right now. Okay? So it's not a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a game. It's not a game. Look. My only fear of death is coming back reincarnated. It's exactly how he wrote it. You know what I'm saying? It was put on the Tupac, it was put on the tattoo transfer. Okay? This is the original Thug Life tattoo. You see that? Okay? And then what we have? We have Machiavelli. So the original Machiavelli, that's where he drew it. Okay? The To Die For. That was the original way he drew the To Die For. Why do you think it looks the way it looks? Okay? So, guys, this is not a game. And then the right shoulder tattoo, that's the right shoulder tattoo. Okay? That's it. Right there. That's it. Okay? So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to get online and clear that up. That is what it is. Now, I printed them out just in case nobody can see it. This is the newest compilation I'm working on. So I made it more detailed so it looks a little bit more realistic. I did my own version, you know. I did my own version trying to make them look realistic. You know what I'm saying? This is Stevie G's version of the original tattoo by Tupac. The right shoulder tattoo. This is the Trust Nobody crown. You know, I tried to draw that. This is the Machiavelli tattoo that I saw on his neck. You understand me? The right shoulder tattoo. Thug Life. You see, I tried to do Thug Life a little bit better, you know, compared to my last compilation. So I printed these out to this one. I tried to draw boss players exactly how I seen it, and to die for, and you see, fear of coming back, reincarnated. That is Tupac's original tattoo stencils. So I printed the original statues out, and I drew out my own version. See, this is this is my version of my only fear of death coming back reincarnated. I tried as hard as I can to match it up, but we know that Tupac's version is the original version. This is the original version of his. I tried very hard to match it, but this is the original version, and you can't beat the originals. You can even look at the arm itself. You can look at the arm itself and tail. It's the original. Because look at this stencil. Look at this stencil. Look at the placement of the bone. Look at the placement of the bone. You see? The bone there is exactly placed in the exact place of where that that's the original. You see, that's the original stencil right there. That's the original stencil. It's the original stencil. You understand me? So yeah, I'm sorry guys. I didn't want to I just figured since the last video I did on his right shoulder tattoo, I felt like that video was old, and I wanted to update this information now that I got a brand new computer and shit like that, you know, and I'm 30 years old now. So I made that video when I was about 23, when I did the right shoulder tattoo. But it's all facts. I don't do theories. If it's a theory, I'll let you know. But I just wanted to get it out there that Tupac's right shoulder tattoo says, "Be ambitious with love while young." It does not say America eats its young, because if that was the case, these two letters at the top would not say B. You see that? B-E. Okay? So if that was it, B is be ambitious with love while young. And it makes sense because that's a baby that's young, and ambitious is success, that gold. That's a balance. Okay? So it's a goon, and there's a $ at the top of the right shoulder tattoo. We can see that also here. Tupac's right shoulder tattoo, we can see a $. We can see a $, where we see it. Okay. I had it. Okay. We can go zoom in. This is a better shoulder. We can see it right here that he has a $ sideways, just like how I got it. Okay. All right. See guys, this is Tupac. This is where I got that shoulder comparison. If you zoom right in, this is where I got that from. So that's why I said that's what it says. And I've studied thousands upon thousands of photographs of this man, so I would not miss it if I knew that it said something else. Let me show you something else. This is the one. This is the Jesus Christ tattoo that I redrew out, but I messed that one up. So that's why I had to redraw it with accuracy like this, because I'm looking at this one and I'm seeing that it stands tall on your shoulder. It's not really short like that. And if you look closely, you see that it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? And I got it over here as a big old circle. So I had to go back and recorrect it and have it looking just exactly how it's pictured. You understand me? So to get it completely as close as possible to Tupac's depiction of his tattoos. You know, even the skulls, I had to go back and do the skulls at the bottom. Really good. So I'm gonna update this compilation. And the next compilation I update, it's gonna look better. It's gonna have this one. It's gonna have something different from this one. I'm gonna try to improve all of these. And this is the main one that went viral. All of these went viral. So I seen that Grand Theft Auto 5 had some modded characters that had these tattoos on it. You know, it's not a problem. I don't just would ask that people give credit and know that Clifford 100, aka Clifford Brown, drew out these tattoos so that the Tupac fan base can have them available. This, like I said, this is the original tattoo of Tupac's tattoos. These are original, drawn by Tupac himself, picked out by Tupac himself, and mine's is just like a replica of that. So mine's is not really. It's not. It's never gonna be as good as the originals, because the original always beats the replicas. Okay, so let's see. You can see the process. The process started out ugly when I first started out. This was done in 2012. Okay, then it started to get better. I was done in 2013. This was done on April in 2013, and we're just going through it, cycling through it. This is how it looked then. Then it started to change. You know, started to change slowly. This and then this. So it was done probably up until the sixth one. It's to the sixth update. The sixth update. And after that one, this is gonna be the seventh update. This Tupac tattoo compilation. This was used for the All Eyes on Me cover. So the Tupac team did this. They took a piece of my drawing and put it as a logo to promote the movie. Again, I never really cared to talk to them about it, because I didn't make the cross for that. I didn't make the tattoos to clout chase. I was just drawing it for the fan base so that the fan base would have Tupac's tattoos. Okay, so guys, so the last thing I want to say is that Tupac's back is Exodus 1831. You see that 1831. So this is proof that it does not say 1811, because I know a lot of people have tried to make it say 1811, and no, you got to stick to the facts. Now, this is another picture of Tupac from the back, and it says 1831, Exodus 1831. It's really him. He's taking a shower there, and this is that particular photograph of Tupac is not really my favorite, simply because Pac was he was in the shower. But that basically came from this photograph. This is Bob Marley and the Wailers, and that Exodus on his back came exactly from this album. Okay? That's where he got the back tattoo. The Exodus 1831 came exactly from Bob Marley's album cover, Exodus. Bob Marley's album cover, Exodus. So the other photograph was a little bit better than this one, but you can clearly see that that says Exodus, and it looks exactly like this. So basically what Pac did, he went to a tattoo artist and he got them to use a stencil to place that tattoo, that album title onto his back. And that's how they put it on there, like through a stencil. They put it on there through a stencil, right? See, it's the exact replica. So there were no mistakes made when they placed this on his back, and they drew tattooed it on there. So those are the facts. That Tupac got his Exodus 1831 tattoo from this album cover. He used this album cover from Bob Marley the Wailers, Exodus. He used that for the Nat Turner cross tattoo. This is a reference to 1831 Nat Turner. You can hear in one of his interviews that he got that cross for Nat Turner from 1831 when he was the biggest slave rebellion. Nat Turner died, killing a lot of people, rebelling against the slave trade. So yeah, that's what this represents. Okay, the cross is a Gothic cross. That's Exodus is Greek for departure or going out. So that's why he added Bob Marley's Exodus there. So he wanted to add both the 1831 to match these letter fonts, and also to convey that this is about Nat Turner, the revolutionary, the rebelliousness one. So the smile now, cry later. You see that, again, I was just giving you guys facts about Tupac's tattoos. One last thing before I end this video is that the Tupac tattoo he got in Mark Mahoney's tattoo shop. So that was, and Mark Mahoney was the last time Tupac, the last person that got tattooed by Mark Mahoney before his shop closed down in the 1980s. So this tattoo that Tupac got from him at the time, that was the last tattoo that Mark Mahoney did before his shop closed down in the 1980s. You can look it up. He's done a lot of celebrities, including the Notorious B.I.G. Again, how many photographs I have of Tupac? I probably got like over 1,000, over 2,000 photographs. Again, I study this man like Kobe studied Michael Jordan. So if there's something there's something rare that I don't know about Tupac, believe me, I will find out. I have his reading list. Okay, so this is Tupac's official reading list. And again, I posted this in a whole nother video that I did. I posted it in the comment section. So just so y'all can see this again, all these books, I don't have time to really scroll through all of them. I hope you can go back and pause this video and see all the titles. I'm just scrolling as slow as I can so y'all can catch all of them. And again, all these books that he have read, this was shared to me by not only somebody close to the family, but also the fact that I found them on a Tupac website. Some of these titles I added in there from finding them in a interview that Tupac did. So on YouTube, you'd see those links. I give you also the link to where Tupac said it. He in the rap interview by John Singleton, he mentioned Do or Die. That's the book that he read, Do or Die, in 1992 by the late John Singleton. Rest in peace. He mentioned that in the BET video where they raced each other. So this is more. He mentioned screenplay, The Foundations. This is seen in the Tupac Resurrection music video. I'm sorry, the documentary. He mentions this book, How to Argue and Win Every Time. He mentions that in Vibe Interview. The Buying of a President in Vibe Interview. Sun Views he has seen in a photograph holding that book. And I'll show you that in a minute. Mastering the Art of War. See? In Contempt, that's Christopher Darden's book that he said in Vibe Interview. No Disrespect by Sister Soldier. He mentions that in a writing. He wrote this while he was incarcerated in 1995. So he wrote that in a letter. Part of my soul went with him. He said that in a New African Panther interview where he was talking about name change and all that. This is the link to the videos. Now, I hope these videos are still up. Man Child in the Promised Land, he read that book, and it's cited in his song, Papa's Song. When he said, Man Child in the Promised Land can afford many heroes, he read that. The Life Recovery Bible, 1993 edition, you can Google this. He signed that book. Now, he read this book while he was in prison. You'll never eat lunch in this town again. He mentioned that in the Vibe interview, but he mispronounced it. You'll never work in Hollywood again. But he describes the book like those people that slept together. He's talking about this book by Julia Phillips. Think You Grow Rich, A Black Choice. I think I covered that he said that in about the rules of the game. That's where he originally got that concept, and the game of life and how to play it. So this is all the books that Pac read. Now let me show you the photograph that I'm talking about where he's holding that book, Sun Views. Okay. All right. So this is the book, Sun Views by Sundiata Acoli. And that is the book that Tupac had read back in the day. You understand me? So remember that everything that I'm listing here on his list, on his reading list, this is all facts, ladies and gentlemen. It's all facts. I'm not going to do any theories, because if I do theories, I let people know before I do any type of theory. See, Sundiata Acoli. It was published in 1983. And Tupac was, you just seen him with that. Let me show you again. You see that, guys? See that? It's not a game, guys. It's not a game. That's the book that Tupac is reading. Sun Views. I just showed you in Miss Yasmin Fuller's book. Bless you, woman. Bless you for writing this book. So and closing this out, I hope you guys are reading every last book that is on that Tupac list. That list will be revised if I happen to sift through Tupac interviews and find all the books that he's read that may not have been on the list. I'm his student. He is the teacher. We are all players in this game of life. So I want to say bless you. Assalamu alaikum. If you're Muslim, peace to all of you. And Thug Life continues.
We're gonna flip some new shit. Heard all eyes on me, niggas know what time. Pac do it like that. Rhyming and still selling 5 niggas. Fresh out of bail. Niggas still gay. That's how it is. But now we got a new motherfucking plan and a new mission. It's a competition, so they say. These niggas is gay if you ask me. Last meal could never happen. At least not while I'm walking and rapping. Heard of some niggas on the other side of town that wanna ride with me. They can't hide. Listen to the rough shit. My clique. I said it many times, but still can't see. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me. I've been handling stress in this shit for years. Blazed out shit and tattoo teeth. Now, I said it many times, but still can't see. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me.